Hey everybody, we are back with the Triple C. We are back with the crash course of clarity. Nice, okay, and this is part 7. So we just got to see last time how because Adam ate from the Eitz HaDa'at, death, unfortunately, was created. So now we're on page 343. God eventually chose the Jewish people to recreate the state of Eden, and thus eventually elevate all mankind. To enable them to accomplish this, he gave Israel the Torah. For one thing, this gave man the ability to overcome the evil in himself. It also gave him the ability to avoid evil, overcome it, and eventually elevate it to a state of good. So, the way that the Ramchal puts it in Derech Hashem is that Hashem, after Adam ate from the Eitz HaDa'at, Hashem said, I never wanted a world like this of death. I never planned for that. So, should I keep the world going? Because I wanted to give man the greatest good, like we saw initially. And the greatest good is relationship with God. But if they have death, then how's that going to ever be an infinite connection to me? So Hashem said, you know what? I'm going to give the Torah. But I'm going to give the Torah only to a people that know that I am God all by themselves. So I'm going to give the world 20 generations from Adam's sin, which was Avraham. And if he can figure out that I'm Hashem, and he did, I'll give the whole world to him. And by the way, if it was Avraham, Bob, Sally, and George who all figured out God, then there would have been 3 chosen, 12 chosen nations, 50. Hashem wanted as many chosen nations as could possibly be. The whole world should have been. Unfortunately, it was only Avraham Ivri, Avraham on the other side. And with that, Avraham, after being tested to prove himself, showed Hashem, and eventually his children, that with the Torah you can get to Adam's level of before his sin, and then bring perfection back to the world. You can do that. We can do that. We're tasked with this awesome responsibility. But that's our job. This gave man the ability to overcome the evil in himself. So first of all, we explained that Adam brought that evil within himself. So the Torah gives us that ability to overcome the evil within ourselves. And also gave man the ability to avoid the evil, overcome it, and eventually elevate it to a state of good, to get us back to that incredible place of Adam from beforehand. This is a very important point. In his fallen state, man cannot attain good by himself, nor can he reach out to God on his own. The only way to attain good, approach God, or form a perfect society is through the Torah. As a result of Adam's sin, evil has become such an integral part of man, reinforced by hundreds of generations of sin, that the only means for man to escape it and overcome it is through the specific remedy given by God, and that remedy is the Torah. Our sages therefore teach us that God said, I have created the evil urge, but I have created the Torah, Tavlin, as its remedy. So Hashem gave us the Torah. And the reason why it's so important is because the Torah itself is the only process in which man can claw his way out of that sin of Adam, where man can best his Yetzer Hara, that mixture of evil that Adam chose to put himself, and ultimately bring the world that God had always planned to have. Okay, guys, have a great, great day.